All right, let's talk about prayer. But what if? What if almost everything we think we know about it is, well, kind of backwards? Today, we're going to dig into a fascinating lecture that puts forward a pretty radical idea, and honestly, it might just change your entire relationship with the universe.
I mean, let's be real for a second. For so many of us, prayer can feel like we're just placing an order with the cosmos. We add our biggest wishes to the cart, a new job, better health, maybe a relationship, and then we just kind of sit back and wait, hoping for that quick delivery.
And when that package doesn't show up on time, or maybe doesn't show up at all, it's so easy to feel frustrated, ignored, maybe even a little betrayed. But what if the problem isn't that our prayers go unanswered, but that we're asking the wrong way to begin with? Let's break down why this whole transactional approach is so flawed.
Okay, so this transactional mindset, it basically turns what could be a profound, sacred connection into a cosmic vending machine. We put in a prayer, push a button, and just expect our request to drop neatly into the tray. It's really like trying to have a deep, meaningful conversation with someone you love, but the only thing you ever say is, "Hey, can you pass the salt?" The potential for any real connection is just completely lost. It's all just a transaction. And when that cosmic vending machine doesn't spit out what we ordered, we're left with a spiritual crisis, right? We kick the machine, we get angry, and we start to seriously wonder if there's anyone even listening on the other side.
And this is where the lecture drops a bombshell of an idea that changes absolutely everything. It's this critical difference between a response and an acceptance. A response is guaranteed. Every single prayer is heard. But, and this is the key, the form that response takes is subject to a higher wisdom. You can think of it like a divine algorithm, one that's processing not just what we want right now, but what's best for our ultimate destiny.
To really get this concept, the lecture offers up this beautiful and incredibly powerful analogy, the relationship between a wise doctor and a sick child. The child, in their total innocence, wants what tastes sweet, not what actually heals them. They're just driven by that immediate gratification, totally unaware of what's really needed for their long-term well-being. Now notice this, in every single one of these scenarios, the doctor's action is an act of love and care, even when it feels like a denial to the child. The response is always guided by a wisdom that the child just doesn't have yet.
So if prayer isn't really about getting what we want, then what's its true purpose? Well, the source suggests the answer is actually hardwired into our very nature, into what it means to be human.
We are born into this world with basically an empty bank account when it comes to power, yet we have this infinite list of needs and desires and fears. We are, in a way, cosmic beggars with the appetites of a king. And recognizing that gap isn't a weakness, it's a superpower. It is the engine that drives us to connect with something infinitely greater than ourselves. It's a fundamental human impulse to reach out.
And all of this brings us to the most radical and transformative idea of all, that prayer is not the means to an end, it is the end itself.
This flips everything on its head. Hardships aren't fires that we need to extinguish with prayer. No, they are the fire alarms, signaling that now is the designated time to connect with the divine firefighter.
This completely reframes how we understand suffering. It stops being some curse that we have to escape from, and instead it becomes a kind of curriculum, a divine invitation for a deeper connection and a profound internal shift. The lecture gives this powerful name to a universal human fear, Vashet. It's that existential dread of a 3 a.m. panic attack, that chilling feeling that you are just a meaningless blip in a cold, silent, and indifferent cosmos.
And the antidote to that terror? Unsiet. It's the profound feeling of coming home, of being held, of knowing deep in your soul that you are not just a speck of dust, but that you are seen, heard, and beloved.
The ultimate gift of prayer, then, isn't a change in our circumstances, but a change in our consciousness. It's the journey from the terror of Vashet to the profound peace of Unsiet. That feeling, that is the answer.
So the next time you pray, maybe don't just ask for what you want. Ask for the prayer itself. The connection is the true reward. That's a thought to carry with you. We'll see you next time.